There was one time in your life when you couldn't walk, you had to learn. And you get on balance beams and you try and walk on straight lines. You learn and you knew exactly what you're doing for your whole life. Now you've lost a little bit of confidence in being able to walk and step, but you know it already. It's already there. All we've got to do is bring it back. Hi, I'm Dan Metcalfe, creator and inventor of the 60 Up Balance Board and Program. I grew up back in England very athletic. I'd been a soccer player and I had gone through dance school. I was a ballet dancer and jazz and tap and modern, and really understood the need for balance and agility and being able to move your body for the things that you want to do in everyday life. And during my younger career, I ended up having a really bad injury where I had to learn my day-to-day functional activities again. Now, because of my training and what I was able to discover both from my profession and from having to recover, I found an amazing way to be able to help other people function their lives and bodies as they began to change with everyday activities. You remember when you were a little kid or you had kids growing up, and what happens, they try to learn to walk and they'll fall over and mum and dad will pick up the baby and kiss the boo-boo and put them back down. Well, over time, you learn how to regain your balance. How you do that is when you begin to fall forward, you pull your head back and you speed your feet up and you re-find your center. Instead of being here, head goes back, feet speed up, and now we're balanced again. As you mature, what tends to happen is you don't move your head back as quickly because often we're looking down, we're not confident, and your feet don't move as fast. So the natural reaction when you go to fall is to throw your arms out to catch something. And of course, as your arms go forward, your weight goes forward and you go down. Now with the balance board training, what we begin to teach is how to move your feet quicker and be balanced by bringing your head back and being back in alignment, rather than I'm always leaning forward in anticipation of falling, so my distance to fall is not quite so far. The beautiful thing with the balance board is not only do we work on the foot patterns, but we work on the toe pressure, we work on the heel pressure. So as you begin to feel you're going off balance, you've developed the strength in the toes, you've developed the strength in the heels, you've developed the strength in your knees, your ankles, and your core to be able to react really quickly as your body position begins to change. So the 60 Up Balance Board, it's a retraining program. See, the beautiful thing about balance, we've been there, we've had it. It's not something that we're learning for the first time. What we need to do is reconnect our brain to our body and trust that we're good enough. We don't have to sit down, we don't have to lay down, we don't have to worry about getting up and moving. When we look at babies and we look, oh look, it's so cute, they're trying to learn to walk. Well, you can do it already. All you have to do is reprogram your body and your legs to be able to connect with your feet to feel confident. You want to be able to step out onto everyday life and go get your exercise outside. We want your workouts to be outgoing and living life. The 60 Up Balance Board is going to prepare you to be able to go out and do the things you want to do. Having known Bob Eubanks for a number of years before we developed 60 Up, I saw what I thought was the best of Bob. But over a short time, I saw a decline coming on where he wasn't as powerful in his presence. I could see Bob was struggling with his ability to live everyday life. So I said to Bob, let me train you. And Bob was a little resistant at first because he knows that I'm a tough trainer. But I knew there was more in Bob than he was living. And I wanted to turn around and show you got more in life to give. Your career isn't over, your career is just beginning. Bob came over and we started training together. And the very first day that Bob was there, I was actually shocked at how unconfident Bob was just walking, just taking step, lifting his foot slightly off the ground because of the lack of balance, confidence in the strength in his legs. So I actually altered the program and changed and went back more to the foot patterns that I'll use with professional soccer players or the foot movements we'd use as a dancer. The change in Bob was incredible. The way that even after the first day, he suddenly had this confidence, this excitement, because his body began to feel what he used to do naturally. By day 3, he was a different man, because now there was a future in life, there was an excitement. He'd already begun to see the progress and feel the excitement of his body and his mind having that energy of I can actually get better. I don't have to do what society says. I can grow. By 3 weeks, Bob was a completely different man. Not just in how he physically was, because his stature was better, his movement, his excitement in his step, like he'd walk with more prowess and, okay, let's go do this attitude. But maybe more for me was his spirit. He came back, he believed in himself. Bob's been an icon for so many generations. And I think Bob began to question himself, what he could continue to offer the way he had, to the world for so many years. I saw a change, that Bobby had a sparkle in his eye. He was like, challenge me. I know I can do better. The change that I can be the man that I know I can be. When Bob first got on the board, he was this feels a little off balance. He wanted to be on balance. But within a minute, Bob was rocking side to side. See, the board was built with safety in mind. And number one thing is safety of the user, that they can get on there and with all the variety of exercise we have, never feel that they're going to be in any danger. When I was training Bob, one of the things I found was that his right foot was more confident than his left foot. But he had to be able to do the same with his left foot as he did with his right foot to be balanced and be confident to go and move. The beautiful thing about when you put your pressure on your left foot, your brain is specifically attaching to that left side and strengthening and communicating with it. As soon as you move your right foot, the brain connects to the right side. Now, with the balance board, because it's constantly changing, your brain is learning how to function again really quickly to be able to adjust and keep your balance, or go off balance and come back and find your balance again, which is like everyday life. The board is designed with handles built into it, so you can use your upper body strength to support your legs while they're getting stronger. One of the things that might intimidate people when they first see it, if I'm not comfortable on the ground, how am I going to be comfortable on a board that's rocking side to side? The way we teach, you learn how strong the board is before you ever get on it. And then we slowly get one foot going on, so you've always got one foot on the ground to feel comfortable and safe. The beauty when you're rocking side to side is the board will support you more than if you were just standing on the flat ground without any handles to hold on to. The board is designed, it won't tip forward, it can't tip over side to side, you can hold on to that board, and if you began to lean back, the board will stop the speed of you going backwards so you have time to put your foot back onto the ground. So the board was designed that you could attach bands to them. Now you don't have to use the bands to get balance. The bands in fact won't even give you balance. The bands are there to strengthen your upper body, so within your movement, if you want to carry something, pick something, your grandkids come up, I'm balanced, but now I want to pick up my grandkids and give them a kiss. You've got to develop the upper body as well to be able to function in every aspect of 360 degrees of life. If you want to go out and you want to carry something from the car back into the kitchen, you want to bend down and pick up your laundry, every exercise that's designed on the 60 Up Balance Board is for the functionality of everyday life. When people first get on the board, there's a little bit of nervousness because they're not used to rocking side to side, but the way we teach, they get on the board and they feel very comfortable. Rocking side to side becomes a comfort level for them. So when they step off of the board, the ground feels so solid, they suddenly feel empowered to do everything in life rather than fearful of walking on a regular ground. The 60 Up Balance program is designed to go slowly. There's no rush to it. It's a small progression. You can go as quick as you want, but don't rush through it, which creates an unsafety. It doesn't matter if you're a super athlete or never been athletic. The program is designed to go as slow as you want to build your confidence. There's no rush to the end. One step at a time, nice and slow, feel confident, and get the maximum results. When people step on the board, it's fun. Just 10 minutes rocking side to side watching TV. It's relaxing, it's comforting, but it's working your body without you even knowing it to bring it back to its center strongest point. So the 60 Up Balance Board is actually a whole program beyond just the board itself. We've got nutrition that's involved, because if your body isn't being supported to get stronger, then it's isolated just the balance problem. Let's get your body functioning. Let's get you hydrated. Let's get the muscles getting stronger through your everyday natural nutrition and adding supplements to it that are designed specifically for your memory, for your brain, to help with your balance, your cognitive skills improve, your muscles are getting stronger. Our nutrition program is designed to make sure the work that you're doing on the balance board has the maximum effect in life. Everyone that I've trained on the board universally says the biggest effect they feel is when they get off of the board where they felt safe. The ground feels so stable, they can do whatever they want to do on that solid ground because they got used to being strong on a rocking board, and now they step on the ground. I feel great. Everything is amazing because now walking into the kitchen, getting up out of a chair, walking up the stairs, going out to the car, walking around the mall, they've trained themselves to be strong enough in an off-balance movement that when they're on the floor, nothing feels bad anymore. Watching people step on the 60-up balance board and the excitement that they get within just a few minutes of feeling their body again and realizing how strong they really are, it's the thing that brings out the emotion of why we do this in the first place. It's changing people's lives, seeing people that never thought they'd be able to walk again, out in the streets walking with their friends, where they're coming back and calling me and saying, Dan, my friends can't believe the change in me. And yet, when people step on the balance board, watching how it changes their lives almost immediately, they begin to believe that they don't have to give up on living. They don't believe that they have to sit in a chair and not join in life again. So the 60-up balance board and program is made for anybody. Whether you're suffering from balance problems, you begin to feel, or you don't want to get balance problems, this program will maintain perfect balance. The balance board could be for your partner if you see them going through balance issues. It could be for your parents because you begin to notice they're less confident on their feet. It could be for yourself, obviously, because you recognize what's happening. Get the board before you have the problem. Don't wait until the problem now is taken away from your life. Look, when you were growing up, we did this stuff naturally. You'd never think about taking steps, you just ran. Your body's been there, it's done it. All you have to do is trust that you can do it again with a great program that says, I'm going back to being who I was. See, everybody knows themselves already. You know your body, you've walked, you've ran, you've jumped, you've skipped. And somewhere along the way, we've lost that connection from confidence and trust into who we really are. All you have to do is have a program that helps bring you back to your best and give you the confidence to live life again.